5 after 11 o'clock exactly, and let's join our first guest and get talking. Lyn, a very good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Julie. Thank you very much for the invitation. It's lovely to be here.
Lyn, how do I say your surname? I get a sense that I might have mispronounced it.
Not at all. It's Sewell.
Oh, good. Lovely. So let's get right to the heart of the matter. And of course, it is World Diabetes Day, a very important day to make people aware and educate them about this disease or condition. I'm not quite sure how people prefer referring to it, but the fact of the matter is it is something that you can control. You can't reverse it, but you can control it. So let's kick off right away, because you are well placed to be answering all of these questions. What does World Diabetes Day mean for you and your organization, or for people with the condition worldwide?
World Diabetes Day is an amazing celebration for us and everyone living with diabetes, remembering, of course, the survivors and the non-survivors too. But the celebration on World Diabetes Day is, of course, to celebrate the discovery of insulin and the successful extraction of insulin. Previously, the survival rate was 0%. And of course, with insulin, that was discovered by Dr. Frederick Banting in 1921. We celebrate his birthday, which is on the 14th of November, as well as since that World Diabetes Day was recognized, the United Nations passed a resolution in 2006. And since then, we celebrate World Diabetes Day.
Okay, so how does your organization in particular support this year's World Diabetes Day theme?
What we do is we arrange gatherings and get-togethers in each and every province. Any company that asks us to come and show them what to do, what not to do, to make people aware of what the symptoms are. But we go out and we do a major publication and gathering of everybody and ask everyone on social media platforms everywhere to join us and wear blue, so that we can create an awareness and that everyone else can actually look at all of these people wearing blue and ask why, so that we can increase the awareness about diabetes, especially on that day.
Lyn, there's, I should imagine, a huge amount of misconceptions around this condition, diabetes. What would they be? What would you like to share with us today on the show, so that people can become more aware and knowledgeable and probably save themselves a lot of time, heartache, and save time in getting themselves probably checked out, go to a doctor and just check that they are diabetes free?
Yes, there is. Look, there are a lot of misconceptions about the condition. And yes, there are many of us living with diabetes, myself included, for over 35 years. And I've never been healthier, just to add in
Wow.
2 cents there. But the misconception is that it's contagious, that you'll go blind, that you'll have amputations, that diabetes is given by you eating too much sugar. Only fat people get diabetes. These are misconceptions, and the stigma that is stuck to that when people do hear, like me, for example, saying, I live with diabetes. We don't like to use the word I am diabetic, because it sounds like you've been stamped with a life-threatening disease, like leprosy, should we say, as an example. Whereas if we say I live with diabetes, or it lives with me, it makes it so much smaller. So you try and avoid the stigma around the word diabetes or diabetic.
However, Lyn, if you if you go out and say that I live with diabetes and you are a picture of perfect health, people will almost assume that it's not life-threatening. But if you're a careless person, careless about your own health, it could be life-threatening, could it not?
Absolutely. Oh, 100%. It is vital to have a diabetes team on your side all the time. Not only your endocrinologist, your doctor, GP, whoever looks after you and your condition, but to always consult with a dietitian, to monitor your sugar, and to follow what you're allowed to eat and not allowed to eat, to work with everyone in your team. And that is vital, because you do need to see your podiatrist once a year. You do need to see your retinopathy specialist, eye specialist every year. You do need to take care of your kidneys. High blood sugars will cause problems with all of the above if you yourself do not look after and control your sugar levels within the range that is prescribed, which is normally for type 1 people with diabetes between 4 and 8, and for people with type 2 between 4.5 and 6.5. But that is always given advice and told and confirmed by your healthcare professional.
So what would the difference be between type 1 and type 2 diabetes, and which is the more serious of the two?
There is neither of them is the bad one, as most people say, which is also a misconception. But the difference is type 1 diabetes is genetic, type 2 diabetes is hereditary, and type 1 diabetes is my pancreas does not produce insulin anymore. Before I eat or before I go to bed, I need to do the job and replace the insulin, take insulin myself, that my pancreas doesn't do anymore. And before I eat, I need to also administer insulin. But for somebody living with type 2 or pre-diabetes, which is hereditary and is passed down from family to family, that is, the pancreas is not producing enough insulin for the weight of the actual person, and they are then given tablets to help the pancreas produce more insulin for the weight of the person. This is reversible, as our specialists have advised, but dietitians help and your specialists help can guide you to be able to reverse it.
Okay, let's go for an ad break. When we come back, we'll continue this very important discussion. It is World Diabetes Day, Awareness Day, obviously, and we're talking with Lyn Sewell, who is a diabetic. He is with Diabetic Accessories South Africa. In fact, she is the advocate of the company, and we're going to ask what are they all about, but all of that right after the ad break.
Your financial goals feeling out of reach? Yasin Badat Financial Advisory is here to turn your aspirations into achievements. Our dedicated team, armed with a history of success, is ready to guide you through the complex nature of financial and investment planning. Whether you're a seasoned investor or new to the game, our personalized solutions cater to your unique goals and risk appetite. Trust in our commitment to transparency, integrity, and excellence. Ready to unlock a world of financial freedom? Partner with us today. Call Yasin Badat Financial Advisory at +27 33 346 2071 or visit www.yasinbadat.com. Yasin Badat Financial Advisory, guiding you to financial success.
They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, yet many children go to school hungry because of poverty. Penny Appeal South Africa's Breakfast Club aims to get a warm, hearty meal to underprivileged children so they can spend their day prospering in their schoolwork. Help feed a needy learner for only 5 Rand a day, or 150 Rand a month. Or visit our website www.pennyappeal.org.za or call 031 1100 573 to find out how you can donate. Penny Appeal South Africa. Small change, big difference. When the perfect blend of stylish decor, exquisite halal cuisine, and warm hospitality come together, it could only mean Albeit Lodge, your true home away from home. Albeit is the ideal heaven for families, business people, and tourists with its 4-star family rooms and other luxurious facilities, conveniently situated close to Port Elizabeth Airport, the beach, and other amenities. Your stay will be truly unforgettable, as you'll be taking home lasting memories of the warm hospitality, the serenity and tranquility that Albeit has to offer. For reservations, call 041 583 6415 or visit www.albeitlodge.co.za.
Hey Gulam.
Yeah?
Did I return your lawnmower last month?
No, bye, you didn't.
Oh no. Now what'll I do? I wanted to borrow it again, man.
With Randry Jewelers, you won't have to borrow or lend because the prices are so well trimmed on all gold and diamond jewelry. Alternatively, we could remake your old jewelry into a brilliant new design. Visit Randry Jewelers at 151 Stevens Lamini Road, Musgrave, Durban. Randry Jewelers, the family name you can trust.
For too many communities across Africa and the world, access to clean water remains a dream. At African Muslims Agency, we dig deep, reaching into the heart of the earth to fill the cups of those in need. Sponsor a water well for only 16,500 Rand or a borehole for 65,000 Rand in Africa or Afghanistan. With water comes food, health, education, and growth. Give water, give life with Africa Muslims Agency.
Rejuvenating media day by day. This is Salam Media.
Welcome back, Lyn, and of course your amazing organization that of course is the Diabetic Accessories South Africa. I'm intrigued, the name Diabetic Accessories, that does say a lot, but please do unpack if you don't mind.
Thank you. Yes. Diabetic Accessories is on the accessories part, as you can see behind us. We want to ensure the safety and security of each patient, customer, client, that it is very important to always wear your medical bracelet, medical necklace, any of the accessories that can always show should something happen to you if you are involved in an accident, that it is clear for paramedics to see and doctors to see what your condition is, with a contact number who is next in case of emergency for them to call as well. That is all about the diabetic accessories side. We also help with CGM overlay plasters, which makes everyone look pretty and feel pretty, because living with a condition doesn't need to be sad. You can also feel beautiful and smile with your condition and looking after yourself all the time.
Okay, I've had a question. I have a question from a guest, and of course, he seems to be intrigued by the type 1 and type 2 diabetes. He's asking about visceral fat, the beer belly. Is that indicative of the person being pre-diabetic or possibly a diabetic?
Unfortunately, that is something that we can't answer. Only the healthcare professional can. They will have to go for a random test to see. But yes, no, definitely, he will have to go and see a healthcare professional. That is not something that we are able to answer, unfortunately.
Okay. What are the daily challenges people who live with diabetes seem to face? And I should imagine if properly managed, all people could kind of live normal lives, regular lives.
Absolutely. Oh yes. If you find your happy place and you do follow the advice given by your diabetes team, you can live an amazing and happy and healthy life by following that. And that is the most important information and advice to give, and is to look after yourself, because once you're diagnosed, you're given your medication and off you go. So you need to then meet with a dietitian, meet with a diabetes nurse educator. You need to follow up with all these people yourself. They're not going to phone you and say to you, you need to come and see us. No, that's entirely up to you. And as long as you then take care of yourself and do exactly what you need to look after yourself, you will be 100% healthy and happy.
What are the advancements in the management of diabetes, and in fact accessories as well, that excites you the most?
Well, the most important thing that actually happened this week, on the 13th of November, we were very excited on the diabetes advocacy side. Us advocates got together a petition with 8,000 signatures on it, and that is CGM for all. I'll explain exactly what that is in a second. But we handed that over to Miss Jeanette Hunter, who is the Deputy Director General for Private Healthcare at the National Department of Health for South Africa. And we are so excited about that, because what we are trying to do is we are trying to get free CGMs for everybody under the age of 18 for now. But once that has actually happened, that it would then be free CGMs for everybody. Now, CGM replaces your glucometer, which is the finger prick test that you have to prick your finger to draw blood to read your blood sugar how many times a day, to make sure for a person living with type 1, you literally have to do that every half an hour to an hour to make sure that your sugar doesn't drop too low and you then go into a hypocoma. Or for people living with type 2, who do that at least 3 times a day before their meals and after their meals as well. This replaces that, and it monitors your sugar levels all the time. It's a tiny little device that you actually put onto the side of your arm, and for younger children, maybe on your thigh or on your stomach. And it connects via an app onto your phone. And it warns you when your sugar levels are falling or if they're climbing, which is amazing, because whatever you eat, you can see how it affects your body and whether or not you should avoid it in future. So that, with your dietitian, is an amazing discovery, and it is life-changing for everyone living with diabetes.
Wow, where is technology taking us to, and what next? I should imagine amazing stuff going forward. What advice would you give to a person who's been newly diagnosed with diabetes?
The most important is breathe. Don't panic. Don't let diabetes define you. Knowledge is power. And there are so many support groups. We run quite a few ourselves in each province of South Africa. And there are international ones too. But find a support group or contact us, and we will put you in the right contact with a person in your area. And then also, every day is a new day to try again. So reach out and don't panic. Don't blame yourself for not getting it right today. Tomorrow is another day to try.
Wow. Okay, then in closing, Lyn, What future plans does your organization have to boost diabetes awareness and support?
We will continue and doing meetings, gatherings, and beautiful awareness days and wellness days. We've got one this Saturday as well in Edenvale, Johannesburg, at the local Choice Pharmacy Diabetic Clinic. And the halal spa that's there. We're having a huge wellness day for World Diabetes. We will be testing sugar free, testing HbA1c levels free. Welcome to come in and meet us and have a cup of coffee or tea or any of the halal foods that we'll have out. The Banting pizzas, low carb as well. Come meet us. And this is something we would love to do throughout the world, not only in certain areas, but all over. So we ask everyone to reach out and help us be there to do all of these for you wherever you live and wherever you are. Let's get the awareness out there that diabetes isn't a bad thing. Everyone can be happy with diabetes. And as long as we remember that we are just as special as everyone else, to help us do that. But that is what we would love to do. We would love everybody to know what Diabetic Accessories SA and SA Diabetes Advocacy is.
Awesome. Thank you indeed, Lyn Sewell, Diabetic Accessory South Africa. You, of course, are the advocate for this amazing group. Please continue doing this amazing work and God be with you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much and have an awesome day.
Thank you. God bless. 11:27, moving along on the mid-morning show. Next, we're going to talk about urban gardening. We're going to talk about greening the city with Yumna Bjerkes.